Hey, it's TK Irish at Camp Kennerk Podcast. And we haven't heard from my old cousin Seán in Tipperary Springs, so I just want to give you a little update of what's been going on with him. He just had his eighth child, a son, by the name of Tom. He named him after me, of all things. So he's real excited about that. And, he thinks it's perfect timing because it's the time for the year where all the tourists are coming in from around the world and they're walking around, the loud music, eating, carrying on. And he really thinks this is an ideal time for Tom to be a newborn. So, what the real challenge for him is that he has a pair of lungs that says, just like you, Tom, they don't quit, they're loud, his appetite's never ending. And gosh, it reminds me of you more and more. I'm glad I named him after you. But the real excitement comes that he likes to tell us that when he's going to take Tom down to the commerce corner, he calls it, and this is where all the tourists go down to, mingle, take pictures, ask directions for the where the castle is, and also where's the closest bathroom, and then of course you got the tourists that are asking, where is a real Irish pub when they're actually standing in my Irish pub? So there's just confusion going on. But, there's a castle, but what they really love, what the tourists really love, is they go outside and they wait in line to O'Flannery's genuine, authentic Irish imported local gift shop and cheese toasty center. Oh, they take the pictures and they laugh and they're walking around. And so I imagine baby Tom is going to probably be in more pictures this than all the band members of all the pubs this summer. He's going to be taken around a long way around the world. But I just, he's really concerned about sleeping through the night. He says Tom is just a ball of fire. He stays up to 3 o'clock. Matter of fact, it reminds me of you. He stays up to 3 o'clock in the morning, causing havoc for no reason at all. So Mrs. Colleen and I are just hoping and praying, as well as the other 7 kids, that she'll slow down and let us get some rest before she takes off running down the lane, because who knows where she's going to come from. So, Doug the neighbor, we got to go back there. We got to go see him. It's just the way it is. Tipperary Springs is a special place, and we never did talk about the castle. That's not far from there. Of course, people always ask, "Where's an old castle?" Now, think about that, an old castle. I've never heard anyone call it a new castle, but hey, that's what the tourists are in Ireland. Once they get to Ireland and they see the 40 shades of green and they get the whiff of the clover in the air and a couple pints in them, logic and tomfoolery just rises to the top. So, Doug the neighbor, what do you think about old Seán getting in the direction he's getting?
TK, you are so funny. And it takes me down memory lane concerning Tipperary Springs, because Tipperary Springs is about a half mile outside of Tipperary. And when I was in Tipperary, the 40 shades of green, the beautiful people, the stone fences, the sheep grazing in the far off meadows, and just the wonderful Guinness that I had at the pubs and the beautiful, beautiful people. I truly, truly memorable moments of being in Tipperary and seeing Tipperary Springs just down the road. What a beautiful,
You
beautiful
just
place.
want to, now you're looking back and you're going, oh God, I was just down the road. I just should have got there, right?
Yes, yes, but it's more in my probably it's more in my mind of what I see now, and as you describe it, with your cousin Seán O'Malley and his pub just down the road. But I truly love my time there in Tipperary and wish I could go back. It's on my mind constantly.
Well, we will, because all the people in the galaxy who are subscribing and leaving comments are going to allow us to go because they'll probably want live reports from there. So we don't want to leave them, hanging. I mean, if we're going to do our job, we're going to be,
We're gonna
we're going to do it. We're going to do it right.
and we're gonna see little babe. What'd you call him? Babe, Tommy Babe, Tommy Babe, Tommy
Um,
Baby.
so
Tom,
baby, his name's Tommy, named after me, my namesake.
yeah, but Tommy Baby because he's the youngest of eight, like you are. You're the youngest of eight, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
Tommy, and you're a baby, right? You're the babe.
I'm the youngest. We say youngest when you're this age. You're the youngest.
Yeah, yes. Well, Tommy Baby there, Sean Colleen. Beautiful, beautiful story, TK, and it's just lovely. And yes, someday to get back to Tipperary and get down to Tipperary Springs and see the entire family. Do they all look like you?
I don't think so, but everybody says, "Hey, you guys all fell off the potato wagon at the same time, so you must be relatives."
We're gonna have to see if we can't find out the names of all the kids, the four girls and now the four boys.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure I have in some previous letters, but you know, he doesn't write a whole lot, so he just tries to keep things condensed down to
Right.
just say kids. I got 7 kids. Just leave it at that.
Yeah, he's
Now
got
he
eight.
has 8, 4 and
Now he
4.
has eight. He's got a pub and a family and life there in Tipperary Springs. So when he gets a couple of minutes, he's very kind to write a letter, and it's just beautiful, just beautiful. It's
And
just
I
beautiful.
always enjoy writing him back, talking about stuff,
Yeah,
nothing that anybody else would be interested in, talking about little family gossip about what happened here, who did this, and well, why'd you say that, or
yes,
just
and I'm sure.
family gossip stuff.
Now, last time we checked, Tipperary Springs didn't have any telephone service, right?
Well, that's on a need be basis,
Need basis. Yeah.
I think what they actually had is, and you may have seen this, they'll just have a phone box in, in
Yes.
in the fields, like the old telephone boxes, but it stands out there, they're red and they're well built, and you just go in there and use it. And if the phone's ringing and someone's walking by, they answer it and they say,
Yes.
"Oh, I'm trying to get hold of Jimmy." "Oh,
Yeah.
Jimmy, hold on. It'll be a while. It'll be a while. He'll be back here in about 30 minutes. If you want to call back or do you want to hold?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
That's right. Yeah.
Jimmy's
Or
not going to get in a rush to go up 2 miles to answer the phone call.
right. And or tell the postman because
Yes.
you tell the postman, he'll tell people down the road. That sort of
Yeah.
thing.
And more people down the road and more
Yeah.
people down the road.
Right. Right. So yes, that's a beautiful, beautiful sight and just lovely, just lovely. Tipperary Springs.
Yeah. As a child, the first time I was maybe 10 years old, the first time I went to Ireland, and it was early morning, sun was shining, and the plane banked out of the clouds, and just over the entire fields of Ireland were all these different shades of green, and the whole plane, I kid you not, went ooh. I mean,
Yeah.
it was that magical. The magic happened even before you got off the plane.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. And I can see it in my own mind of my time there in Ireland, especially Tipperary, Tipperary, Ireland. So
Yeah.
that's beautiful, beautiful. Speaking of the postman, uh, our postman, On, who is from
Yeah.
Thailand, dropped off another bottle of Thai ice coffee. Now, I asked for like a Coke bottle. But
Yeah.
he's a very generous man. He would not take any money, and I believe this is some sort of new family endeavor. So we are going to repay him by talking about his Thailand Thai iced coffee. It's very sweet. It's very, very sweet. And he suggests that you cut it with milk, and I use chocolate milk to cut
Oh
it.
yeah. Yeah. If you're going to sin, make sure it's a mortal sin, not some minor sin. Something
Yes,
that you go into confessional and you say, "Dear Father, I have sinned. I put chocolate milk in my Thai drink."
Thai coffee. So we're going to consider this another sponsor because they gave it to us. And I'm drinking your share. When you come
Well,
down to Boston, you can have some, but
well, the Thai people are so generous.
yes.
And it doesn't surprise me when when you ask for more, that he gave you more, a lot more,
A lot more. But I gave him the last bottle that it came in. Remember, it was just like a small bottle. He came back with this. Okay. All right. So thank
Maybe
you.
he didn't want you to ask anymore. He said, I'll just give him like a half gallon and that'll shut him up for a while.
Probably, but he's a very kind, generous man. And he came by on a Sunday to drop it off, not on
Wow.
his, rounds. So something. And so right now I've got my Dr. Pepper. You got a Dr. Pepper here?
I got my Dr. Pepper right here, buddy.
Oh, that's
Nothing.
good.
The summertime, we're opening up the pool. We're getting ready for everything since Memorial Day is over with. So these Dr. Peppers are going to be disappearing pretty fast.
Okay, so we get some videos of you doing some repairs around the pool, prepping.
Yeah, we're working on it. I have to have some. Yeah, I used to say I was the maintenance manager here at Camp Kennerk until I realized that I had no one to manage. So I demoted myself to maintenance department. So, but the boys are helping me. We'll get it taken care of.
Well, I like management department. You're in management. Camp Kennerk,
Yeah,
you're in management. I like that. Now, uh, one more thing here. This is our 91st podcast.
yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yes, and we refer to our sports shows on Sunday morning, and then the Wednesday nights we call them our chats. So this is our 91st chat. Okay. So I have a little story for you. This last weekend, I went to visit some friends in Wimberley, Texas. Now, Wimberley, Texas is about 45 miles southwest of Austin, Texas. Now, if we can get Kevin, the magnificent computer dude, to post a map in relationship, Wimberley is considered the start of the hill country. And the hill country is truly hills out there. And you have a very small town, a very small center, and there's a cafe called the Wimberley Cafe. And it's well worth going to it. That has the old style blue and white tablecloths. And I had some fried catfish, which was just
Oh,
great. And my friend had waffles and pancakes, waffles, pancakes, and bacon,
there you
and
go.
waffles, and
There you
an
go.
egg. Yeah, and and they really enjoyed it. But Wimberley, Texas, is out in the hill country, and I drove on down there in the truck to just give the truck a little bit of a run. And on the way, there was a blocked path or blocked highway. So I was about 10 cars back. So I got out and went to take a look. And we have a small video that we can post at what I saw. Doug the neighbor here, out just north of Wimberley, Texas. We have a semi-trailer, a big one that has kind of caught on the road. We've got a heavy truck here trying to pull it off. You can see how one of the supports right there is stuck in the highway. They're getting it moving. They're doing good. They're trying. This is really good. Wimberley Towing Heavy Duty. They are getting it going, and they are doing it, but it's going to take a bit. All right, Wimberley Towing Heavy Duty, 512-375-1215. They are doing it. Okay. Doug the neighbor.
Douglas, it only happens to you. I could probably drive down to Wimberley 50 times and not even get close to that.
That is my life, TK. Listen.
It's not easy being you, is it?
No, I work at it. I work at it.
You work very hard to make it look easy, Doug.
Well, thank you, TK. Well, listen, another enjoyable chat, our 91st podcast, a chat. And that's pretty much what I got tonight. Play ball.
Aaron, go raw.